WandaVision Season 1, Episode number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to next week's episode of WandaVision. Things are picking up, man. Last week, I feel like our theories were essentially confirmed, you know what I mean? Like some Truman Show type shit. You know, they're trapped in like some type of dome or put in there, you know what I mean? Because at the end, we seen Geraldine, the black lady that was helping her, get kind of blasted out, and all the neighbors were talking about her like she wasn't supposed to be there. So maybe she, like we said at the end, maybe she kind of snuck in somehow. It was kind of trying to let Wanda or talk to Wanda and them, kind of like in the Truman Show, how that one lady snuck in, you know what I mean? Something similar to that. But they had twins last week on the show. I don't understand. Like, I just want to know, like, first of all, who put them in there and why, and then second of all, like, how the fuck, how did she get pregnant and have a kid so fast? Like, does time pass differently? Well, I think time does actually pass differently in this, because remember we were talking about too how it kept getting newer and newer, like almost like years were going by each episode, you know what I mean? Because obviously it was black and white, then we got color, and just everything around them looked like it was getting newer and newer, you know? So I don't know, man. This show is very, very, very different and very, very interesting, man. I just want to see what the whole big picture is, you know? But guys, we're going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do ask if you guys are new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for us. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out? Link in the description down below. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode.
They're all coming back. We don't have the capacity.
Oh, was this the Thanos snap when it got reversed?
Oh, my way. Do you have a phone?
Wait, it can't be, right? What? This was the Thanos snap when it got reversed, right? This has to be that. People coming back out of thin air.
Tyler, where's my mom? Your mom? Maria died 3 years ago. No. Which was 2 years after you disappeared.
This is the Thanos snap. Damn. Wow. I'm trying to think of like where Scarlet Witch and all them were at the start of everything. You know, obviously they were, well, when the snap happened, they were right in the heart of it, but they didn't. I can't remember. What did Wanda get snapped in the snap? I don't think she did, right?
I think so. No?
I don't remember if she did or not.
I don't think so.
I'm trying to remember who got snapped and where everyone was. I know obviously they were all in Wakanda when the snap happened, but I'm trying to think like when everybody came back. Which, I mean, I guess we didn't really know where everyone was right when they came back. Doctor Strange kind of brought them all.
How are the numbers for the astronaut training program?
Dismal. Lost half my personnel on the blip, and half of those remaining have lost their nerve. Shifted away from manned missions and refocused on robotics, nanotech, AI, sentient weapons, like it says on the door. There's no easy way to say this, but you're grounded.
I'm sorry, what?
Terrestrial missions only.
Whose protocol is this?
Your mother's. You'd be doing me a big favor with this FBI thing, but if you need more time...
No.
It's kind of interesting seeing somebody kind of go back to their life after getting snapped, you know what I mean? Because we never really saw, I mean, we saw the heroes when they came back and shit, but we never saw, like, normal people's lives. Oh.
James E. Wu, FBI. Pardon me, Sheriff. Would you mind repeating your claim about Westview to my colleague here?
No such place.
You're saying the town of Westview, New Jersey doesn't exist.
What the fuck?
And, I'm sorry, what town are you from?
Eastview.
But it literally says, welcome to Westview right there.
Why haven't you gone inside to investigate?
Because it doesn't want me to. Nobody's supposed to go in.
That's how she goes in.
Yeah, that's the town she's got to go into, and then that's got to be obviously where Wanda and them are trapped at.
Yeah.
Oh, the helicopter. That's
okay.
what got in.
Wait, where'd it go?
It was right there.
Everything's starting to connect. I like this. This is kind of cool. Kind of the payoff.
Rambo.
Just sucked her
Captain
in.
Rambo. Captain
Damn.
Rambo.
I wonder if it would suck anyone in, or if maybe it allowed her to come in. You know, because he was saying it doesn't want him in.
Yeah.
That's weird. 24 hours later. That's the girl from Thor 1. I watched it more recently than you. That's probably why I remember.
She looks familiar.
I think she was in 1 and 2.
A colossal amount of CMBR.
CM.
Cosmic microwave background radiation. I need a TV. An old one. Like, not flat.
The TV's with the butt. It's so interesting seeing all like how different characters come in different like aspects of the Marvel universe. You know, we see the snap now. It's cool.
Try to find anything you can on Rambo.
Copy that.
Oh, this is where it comes out. Yeah.
The
okay,
sewer, yeah. It's cool how everything connects. Kind of the payoff for like what the fuck is going on, and now we're seeing it a little bit.
This was where it went back, remember?
Yeah, that was like episode like 1 at the end, or episode 2 at the end.
Yeah.
It was weird though, because he got in, and then it's like that was when the reverse time happened.
That's what I just said, babe.
Oh.
You don't know. I'm not going to tell you.
Maybe they.
Is that?
It looks like her.
You move at the speed of sound, and I can make a pass.
That's episode 1.
Who needs?
Can they control it from there?
Look, I know it's been a crazy few years on this
Maybe.
planet, but he's dead, right? Not blipped. Dead.
Yeah, Vision died at this point. Now I get like a timeline picture of this.
So you're saying the universe created a sitcom starring 2 Avengers?
It's a working theory.
Get me a transport back to headquarters now.
Literally. This is starting to make sense. It's starting to make a lot of sense. It's so weird though, because now we know the timeline. Vision is actually supposed to be dead. You think somehow
See,
Wanda...
I feel like it's Wanda doing this.
Maybe she somehow created all this because she misses Vision so much.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what timeline we were at. Like, I didn't know if Vision was still alive in the actual timeline or not, you know? And that was the zoom out we get. Remember, there was a couple times at the end of the episode we get that zoom out and see that picture?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we were seeing.
Yeah.
Her there.
This guest is leaving your home.
I wonder if they're gonna see well, they gotta see Monica when she goes in, Geraldine. I wonder if there's any connection between all the people or if it's just random.
Does she seem okay to you?
Well, she doesn't appear to be harmed in any way, but that is definitely not the boss lady I met yesterday.
Listen, I do have an idea.
How do you have an idea about this? Like, imagine this shit happen in real life.
Shoot a signal to that little guy. This transmitter will mimic the frequency.
That's the sound from the radio we were hearing when they're like, Wanda, can you hear me? This is so cool seeing everything connect. Like, our what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Why is this happening? And now we're seeing, okay, we're understanding why it's happening. This is when, I don't know, I guess this is when we're starting to get a little bit of answers.
Ooh, radio on the side table. Start talking.
Wanda, can you read me? Over. Wanda, who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda, can you hear me? I'm here to help.
Pop quiz, Wanda.
It's like whatever's controlling the force field is fixing it.
Didn't let them see what really happened.
It's like whenever they fuck with it, whatever's creating this force field, whether it's Wanda or not, is like stopping them from fucking with it. That's why it rewinds time, like when the B guy got in, or not B guy, but this dude, when he got in and she saw him, it rewound time. He looks like a beekeeper, man. But wait, when he came out, it was still black and white. Oh, now it's going to black and white. Yep, that's Wanda, and then when he saw him. Oh, it's cool seeing it from this perspective now, because before we saw it from their perspective.
I can't believe Wanda and Vision are having a baby.
You want me?
Heck, I thought about it for sure. A little Jimmy Woo, get him a tiny little FBI badge. Oh, you took a chip? Sure.
She wasn't talking about the baby.
It's time to start pushing. You ready? Push, Wanda.
I wonder how they're gonna react when she gets pushed out, or if she's gonna remember anything when she gets pushed out.
Twins. What a twist.
Did she just say the name Ultron? Has that happened before? A reference to our reality?
Wow, this is different.
What happened? Where'd she go?
They don't get to see what happens. I think maybe she is controlling it.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't want them there messing with her reality because this is like her perfect reality. I feel like it's got to be Wanda because this is like her perfect reality. She's having kids. She's with Vision. She's living a normal life.
You're a stranger and an outsider. And right now you are trespassing here.
Damn. She
Yeah,
got her
it's
shit
her.
blasted. Well,
Wow.
she has to be doing it, man. She's got to be controlling this reality.
Yeah.
Like, this is her fake reality because Vision actually died, you know? It's the first time someone must have broken in. That's why she said you're an outsider and you're trespassing.
But what about the other people? They just don't know, or what?
She probably has them, like, under some type of mind control type thing or something. But I don't know, because remember last episode, too, Herb almost, like, let something slip. Like, we're all... Like he was gonna say something to Vision. Maybe she's controlling them to not tell Vision something. I don't know.
Whoa.
See, she's seeing
What is
him.
it? What's wrong?
Remember when Thanos ripped the stone out?
I have everything under control.
She's doing this shit. You know, I'm not gonna lie. She always did seem a little bit crazy in the movies. You know what I mean? A little bit off her rocker. You called this shit like in episode 1 or 2, and I was like, nah. It's so weird though. Like, what is Vision then? Is he just like a figment of her imagination, or is he like an actual person that is made to look like Vision, but it's not actually Vision?
I have no idea.
Because it can't be Vision. Obviously, he's dead. You know what I mean? So like, this episode had a lot of answers in it. This episode had a lot of answers in it. Wow. Okay. Season 1, episode 4 of WandaVision. God damn. This episode was like a straight answers episode for us. Like, all we've been getting has been Wanda's point of view from things. You know what I mean? Which is, I feel like, is why it made me personally think someone was messing with her as opposed to her doing this herself. You know, but you did call that like in episode 2 or something like that. I think you said you think it's Wanda doing all this. Yeah. You know, which makes sense because, you know, she was obviously madly in love with Vision and she watched him get his shit ripped out right in front of her. You know, but now that we have like a timeline picture of everything, you know, where we're at in the Marvel universe, because when we started the show, obviously I knew Vision died in Infinity War. We both knew that. So I just thought like this all was taking place like prior, you know what I mean? Like at a different time, or at like the time, because remember at the start of Infinity War when Steve found them and they were kind of living their life. I think I even said that in the start of the reaction, like maybe this was what they were doing then, you know? But now that we have a timeline, this is post-snap, post-Vision dying and everything. So it makes sense. But I'm kind of curious, like, is Vision in there? Is he like an actual person and she's just making that person look like Vision to her? Or is it literally just a figment of her, like, imagination that she made up? You know what I mean? Because obviously it can't be really Vision. So I feel like it has to be one of those two. And then all these people here, I don't know, like she must have like some type of like control, you know what I mean? Yeah. Some way, or not even necessarily a control. Well, maybe to make them forget their regular lives and think that this is their actual life, you know, the timeline they're living in. But again, remember last episode when Herb almost had that moment where he told Vision like what was happening, you know, but then he didn't. I don't know, man. It's just so crazy seeing everything. Like we got to see people come back from the snap. That character from Thor, like everything connecting in the Marvel universe is kind of cool seeing it kind of happen. You know, we got a lot of answers this fucking episode. Like shit. I think they're gonna piss Wanda off, you know, because they're gonna try and keep going in there. Yeah. And she's not gonna like that. Yeah. So I thought maybe I thought she was like captured or something and or like trapped in this dome and somebody was doing this to her, maybe to like harness her power or something and keep her like in a sleep. Or something like that, you know what I mean? Like I thought maybe they like had her asleep and like this was in her mind. Yeah, essentially to control her.
I don't know.
You know, but I guess this is her just doing this in her own alternate reality. She went to some, you know, what looked like just town in the middle of nowhere and kind of took it over, which is crazy, man. But Jesus, Jesus. All our answers have essentially, all our questions have essentially been answered for the most part, you know? And I think it's kind of obvious as to why she's doing it, you know? She probably just misses Vision. And this is the life she wanted with him, just a normal life. Because even, I think back in Infinity War, they were just kind of wanting their alone time, just a normal life of just being them, you know? Like when they were walking out on the streets and living in the apartment, you know, and not telling them where they were, you know? They just wanted their normal life together. But motherfucker, you got superpowers and Vision isn't actually a human, so there ain't nothing normal about that, you know? But
yeah, but what about all the other people in there? Are they like kidnapped or?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, because I think they said, I forget what words they used exactly, but they said like the town is abandoned or the people in the town are abandoned or something like that. I wonder if like she just showed up to...
They were. I thought they were part of Sword too. None of them. No.
No,
okay,
none of them are. I think.
Okay.
I think maybe she just came to this town. I don't know what she did or how her powers work, but maybe she just has them under some type of control to not like think about their old life or not realize what their old life is or what's happening here. And maybe there's like moments like right there, like thinking about it, because when Vision was outside talking to Herb and Dottie, remember last episode when he was talking to them and they almost had that moment where he slipped up and was like almost told him. I think when that happened was when she was using her powers to blow Herb to blow Monica out. So maybe when she maybe when she uses her powers to do like actually use her powers in the show or in this universe, it kind of takes away from like whatever she's doing to these people. You know, like she loses her grasp because all that shit that's happening with Monica inside when she blew her out was when Vision was talking to those people, and that's when they almost had that moment where they slipped up. So maybe she was like losing her grasp on it. You know what I mean? And almost like, because she has to be like controlling these people somehow, like mind control or something along those lines.
That other person didn't know what he was doing. He was like going through the wall. Remember? Yeah, like there's glitches in the system sometimes, you know, and she like she has to be the one that like rewinds time, because remember she's seen that dude come out of the sewers and she was like, she's seen the symbol on his back. She was like no, and then time rewound. You know what I mean? And then her and Vision had their kiss and everything like that, and then she became pregnant. You know, it all makes sense, man. It all makes fucking sense, and it's crazy just seeing it all from this perspective now, because this whole time we've been thinking like Wanda's been the one getting kind of screwed over or something's happening to her and she's in danger, but in reality, no, she's doing all this, you know what I mean? And now we get to see from the real world perspective, like they're just like, what the fuck is going on in this abandoned town? There's some force field around it and they're trying to get inside of it, you know what I mean? But I feel like, I don't know, now I feel like Wanda's gonna be almost like the villain in this story, you know? Like I feel like they're gonna keep trying to get in and they're gonna piss her off and she's gonna end up fucking them up, you know, because she's strong as shit. She almost killed Thanos by herself. You know, like she is strong as shit. So I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen, man. I'm obviously they're gonna continue to try and get in, you know. Same thing with the radio frequencies, you know, we kept hearing it and now we know why we kept hearing it. You know, it's crazy, but I wonder why it keeps jumping forward by decades, because obviously we've seen that there was time jumps. I didn't know it was exactly like a decade each episode, but could definitely tell there was time jumps because things were getting newer and people's like clothes and hairstyles were changing. But I wonder why specifically, like if Wanda's doing that on purpose or if it's just kind of happening or what. But I don't know, man. The show's getting really good. Like it started off as just a sitcom. You're like, yeah, this is kind of funny, it's different, you know. But now it's kind of starting to feel like Marvel. You know, it's starting to feel like Marvel, like a Marvel show, Marvel movie, you know, and I'm enjoying it, man. Like, this is some good shit, you know? I feel like our predictions were pretty good for the most part, you know? Some of them were but some of them were spot on, man. Like, you guessed that Wanda was kind of doing this, and then we both guessed that it was, you know, like, well, I guess it's not necessarily like Truman Show type shit, but, you know, kind of like they're like in some type of dome, some false reality, you know? But overall, guys, another dope episode in the books. We are slowly but surely making our way through this, man. You know, we're already on episode 4, going on to episode 5, and I think there's what, 8 or 9 episodes, 9 or 10 episodes, and then that's it for this season, man. So I don't know, it's pretty damn good. I think it was different to start out, and it
it definitely was, you know, kind of a weird start for a Marvel show, but the payoff is definitely worth it. We're already only on episode 4, so I can only imagine how the whole like scope of things comes together by the end of the season. But guys, let us know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, also if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like if you guys are new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out? Link in the description down below. We hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you all did enjoy the video that you just watched. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest supporters over on Patreon. The homie Supernova, the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Dude Tim, and the homie Silas Kane. Shout out to you guys for supporting me at my highest tier over on Patreon, guys. Link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below, to get access to a bunch of cool things such as early access, full-length reaction, polls, and tons of other stuff, man. Appreciate all you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.